Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Shelly and this is Proverbs 31:22 where I share about all of my stitching fun. So today's Friday, February the 4th, 2022, and I've got just a little bit to share with you guys. So if you're new, welcome. I hope you see something that you like and that you decide to subscribe and keep coming back. So we did have our stitching meetup here in the Northwest Alabama area called the Shoals yesterday. It was nice. It was raining cats and dogs, so I kind of thought nobody would show up, but several people did, and some that I hadn't seen in a while. So that was fun. And then today I went and met up with a friend for lunch. She wasn't able to come to the stitching group last night, so she and I grabbed lunch together today, and so I got like 2 stitching sessions with friends this week, which is fun. So I did go today and get a CT of my sinuses. I had not heard back on the culture, so the tech let me know that the culture was negative, but my CT showed like this whole left side is just like grayed out. The right side has black, open space like it's supposed to, and this whole side is just like grayed out. I don't really know what that means as far as, why the culture didn't grow anything and what we can do. I'll follow up with him next Thursday to find out what my options are. I really hope to hell it's not any kind of surgery. But, yeah, so anyway, that's what's going on. My husband and our younger daughter are planning to go tomorrow to Huntsville. They're having a beer festival, and so I told them I would be their designated driver, and I'm gonna drop them off and go, Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, Michael's, probably Michael's and Home Goods, honestly. I have Hobby Lobby and Joann here in town, so it depends on how long I stay in Home Goods, really. I do need just one floss that I wasn't able to pick up yesterday here in Florence, or in Florence. So anyway, I do have a almost finished, an almost FFO. I did sew the first little pillow, put the backing on the first little pillow from Love Notes by Brenda Gervais. And this is as far as I got. So I've got it. I probably will need to put a little bit more stuffing and then sew up the back. I think what I'm gonna do for the trim, I want to try dyeing some of the chenille that I put around the edge of this little piece that I finished in December. I want to try dyeing it like a pink or something like that, and see how it comes out, and then do that on the edge because I really like the way it looks. I'm into that right now. So I think it's got like maybe a water stain right here from when I ironed it. So what I may end up doing, I've got some little 2022 charms coming. I may end up putting a charm right over there, right over that spot. Or maybe I could put like a red heart button or something like that. But anyway, just got, 3 more to finish, 3 more to FFO. As far as what I've been stitching on, let me get my planner out. So this is the planner that I use to plan my cross stitch stuff. Eventually I'll go to electronic planning because I have a planner on my tablet. So what I've been working on is Spring ABCs from Little House Needleworks, which is this pattern right here. And I'm doing this on a 36 count mushroom linen. And this is where I've gotten. So I had wanted to have my, I have it broken down into 3 parts where I stitch, January, February, March, 3 days on it. I didn't quite get what I wanted to get done for February's installment. So I probably will continue working on that this weekend while I'm working on Blackbird Designs weekend stuff. But anyway, I love this. I think it's so cute. But I'm just using my own fancy floss choices and then doing 1 strand over 2 threads. So I worked on that, and then I wanted to get caught up on Doreen Jones's free stitch along she's doing right now called Flowers and Bees. And I did yesterday at our stitching meeting, I did get part 2 done. Now part 3 came out today, so, but anyway, I got it done. So this is a freebie on her Facebook page. She has an album called Flowers and Bees Stitch Along, and you just go there and, download the patterns each Friday. So I did get off on my divider right here, but I'm leaving it. I'm not frogging it or anything. I'm just going with it like it is. So this is on a piece of 14 count printed Aida that I picked up from Michael's, and I'm using the called for DMC's 2 strands. And I love the way it's coming out. So I'll show you, I'll insert a picture here of the one that came out today, so you can see what that looks like. And that features a big bee in it. So, and then my each month I try to have like a project that I put 1 to 2 strands of floss, lengths of floss, at least daily, usually more. And this month I am doing the Valentine House on Waxing Moon's Designs Valentine House Trio. So I'm working on this one right here. Now I've only worked on it once this week just because I'm trying to stay caught up on that, on my goals for the other stuff. So this is kind of, put one length of floss in it if I have time on a day. So this is what I got done. I had basically I put the windows and then the shutters right here in. That's what I got done this week. And so I did put more than 1 length. This is a 28 count Witchout linen in the color China Pearl. And I'm doing 2 strands of fancy flosses that are autumn.stitches over on Instagram. This is her color conversion used with her permission. And so that's what I've got done. I think that's it. I think I showed you my temperature chart where it said I hadn't stitched any more on that. So this weekend I'm planning to start the next Blackbird Designs stocking in their Home for the Holidays book. And let's see. I've got the first 2 done. So now I'm about to move on to MNO, which is gift basket. So I'll work on that today, tomorrow, and then Sunday. And that's it. So I'll see you guys on the next little segment. Hey guys, I'm back today with an update. And today is Tuesday, February the 8th. And I hope you all had a good weekend. Um, I did. It was a nice weekend. The quilt on the wall behind me. So I finally changed out the backdrop. Yay! But this is sort of like these are my Valentine colors. So um this is um it's a quilt that I did in a class over at Patches and Stitches in Huntsville, Alabama, quite a few years ago. In fact, I bought the fabric at a quilt shop down in Panama City, and that was the last time that we went on vacation, and Nathan was probably 2.5 or so, and he's now 13. So anyway, that she called it a two-color wonder. You sort of put it together like you do a Borgello, where you know, do a strip set of like, in this case, it was like gradient fabrics, and then you sew them together at different points. So it took me a long time to get this finished and then quilted, and now it's hanging on the wall behind me. It's usually in my living room, but anyway, it's just a little lap throw, a lap quilt. So this weekend we did go to Huntsville, me and my husband and Lakin, our youngest daughter. They went to the Von Brewski Beer Festival. I dropped them off, and then I went to Patches and Stitches and hung out for about 2 hours. Um, and I do have some stash, and I just realized I forgot to grab it, so I'll have to stop in a minute. But anyway, it was a little strange. Like, I don't know. Patches and Stitches is a needlework shop and a quilt shop. The needlework part is not very large, but they do have a lot of charts. It's not terribly wonderfully organized, but they do have a lot of charts, and I looked through just about all of them. So yeah, that was fun. I did ask them when I got there if they had any Hands Across the Sea, because I wanted to see if they had the new sampler, and I'm forgetting the name of it. I don't remember if I showed it in my last video or not. I know I showed it at our Stitchy meetup on Thursday. What is the name of it? I don't know. Anyway, it's a new huge one that they just came out with that has the most gorgeous, like, purple and fuchsia colored flowers around the border. You know, I thought Elizabeth Weston would be probably my only big one, but this one is calling to me too. So I asked if they had any Hands Across the Sea, and both of the clerks just sort of looked at me, looked at one another with like blank stares, and they were like, I don't think so. And then one of them said, oh, wait, we do have something over here. And she went to the spinning rack where they had beads, and they had these little charts hanging on the side in bags. And she's like, I think this is, and it was by the bay, needlework. So I was like, okay, y'all don't even know what Hands Across the Sea is. So I looked through all of the stuff, and they had like a place where they had like newer stuff, and I did find some Hands Across the Sea charts there. And then they had a list, I guess from like the last Nashville market, of things that they could order. I didn't ask them. I wasn't going to ask them to order it for me. I'll just order it myself, because I haven't had good luck getting them to order stuff for me before. But anyway, I did let them know when I was leaving, hey, y'all do have Hands Across the Sea stuff. Kind of need to know this, people, if you work in a needlework shop. So anyway, I went there, and then I went to Home Goods and got a few little, some kitchen stuff, and I got 2 candles, one for Valentine's Day and then one for Easter. And then on my way out, I saw this mug. I'm not normally a huge Ray Dunn. I don't collect it or anything, but I thought this was really cute, and so I picked that up. So, hang on, let me get the haul from there and we'll go over that first. Okay, I'm back. So, I need to do a better job of, like, I have the Xstitch app where I keep track of all of my charts and my threads and stuff, but, like some of my earlier charts that I cataloged, I didn't do a good job of taking pictures of, like, the color, the thread list. So I couldn't really find any charts that I wanted while I was at Patches and Stitches, so I decided to get some supplies for a future stitch. I did get the one DMC that I wasn't able to find in Florence the other day. But I don't know, I was going to kit up something else from Blackbird, and then I decided to kit up the Summer Jubilee pattern. And so I think I got most of all of what I need. And I think it was 9 threads from weeks. And so I made it a round number with just something that I picked, which was charcoal. I don't really have a dark overdyed, and so I picked that up. So I got all of those threads, and that's for Summer Jubilee by Blackbird. I'm starting that sometime this year. I don't know exactly when. But I did look at their fabric also, and I did get in my stuff from Owl Forest, so I'll show you the fabric that I got is for this pattern. Like, the threads came in Saturday, but I'll show you a picture of the pattern. So it is their new pansy pattern. Pansies are my favorite flowers. I love pansies and hydrangeas. So when I saw this chart, I was like, yes, please. And I mean, you guys, I don't know, this company kind of floors me with their prices. I mean, it came from Russia. I got the PDF chart, and then I got the thread pack. And like, with the shipping and the thread pack and the chart, the PDF chart, it was like $30. So, I mean, I don't really think that's too bad, because look at these threads. You know, I mean, you can do their charts in DMC. They give you DMC to use, but they don't compare to these overdyes. And I really, you know, their charts really, I don't know, they're really, I don't want to say they need overdyes, but they kind of do. They look better with overdyes. So I got some 25 count blue Lagana to do that on. And I don't normally buy needle minders, but they had this needle minder. And so I was like, yeah, I want that. See if I can get it to focus. I don't know if that's focusing or not. Anyway, it's gorgeous. So that's a little bit of haul that I got while we were in Huntsville. And then I also got in an order from Amazon with these little light bulb safety pins, a variety of colors. And then I have the, I think maybe today, the little 2022 charms will be in. So I'll be set to put some charms on my stuff, on my smalls. So this morning I had Quilt Guild, East Lauderdale Quilters, and they passed around a bucket of fabric twice for us to choose pieces that we would like, and it was all stitching related, like sewing related fabrics. So I thought this was real cute. That would probably make a really cute project bag. And then I thought this was very cute. So I don't know, I might use this to do something with my craft room piece when I get done with it. I guess I could hold it right side up, or not sideways at least. So cute. So I picked up those two things. And then yesterday I spent some time dyeing some chenille. The chenille that is around this little pillow. I did decide to dye it so I could finish my Love Notes pillows. And it was pretty interesting the way it came out. So, let's see. Two of the pinks are really, really close in color, but there is a slight difference. So, so this piece right here, I had more of, let's see, I did eggplant and fuchsia. And then this one, I just did fuchsia, and this is how it came out. So they don't really, get real saturated. And it may be because I was using just the regular Rit dye instead of the one for rayon, because this yarn is polyester. But I'm very happy with the way they came out. I think they'll be, beautiful around the edges of these pieces. So, and then I just, said, while I'm dyeing, let me just dye some other colors. And so I just dyed one more, but it didn't come out anything like it was supposed to. But I mean, I was kind of thought about doing a gray, but this was aquamarine, evening blue, and I thought it was a little light, so I put a little bit of black in it. And then when I rinsed it, I mean, it looked blue, but when I rinsed it, this is what it came out with. So, I mean, it's pretty. I'll use it, but it's just not what I was wanting. So, but anyway, that was fun to do those. So, let's see. That is all of my haul type of stuff. So, I do have a new start. But let me just go ahead and show you that since it's right here on top. So, Sunday I kitted this up, and then I also started stitching on it. This is Egg Hunt from Satsuma Street. And just look at those colors. Gorgeous. So I'm stitching mine on, I think it's Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof. And it wasn't marked as far as count, so I, did the little 1-inch thing and counted the stitches, and it's about 34 count. So I'm thinking it's probably was a 32, and then when they dyed it, it shrunk. But this is what I've gotten done so far. So I love it. And I'm doing 2 strands over 2 threads. I tried 1 strand and I just didn't think it was enough coverage. So I went ahead and did 2. So very happy with the way that looks. So I'll stitch on that again today and tomorrow and Thursday. So I allotted myself, 4 days, but I had an extra day because I started it Sunday. And these are the called for flosses. So I also worked on some more on my spring ABCs and did get my my February goal met. So I got down, actually got a little bit past it because I went ahead and finished the tree while I was working on it. I think maybe there's a few things right in here that I didn't get done, but since I did this, I counted it, it's good enough. I'll catch these up next month. So, very happy with that. And then I stitched on more on my Blackbird stocking. And I actually got a little bit more done than I had set a goal for. let's see. So I think I wanted to at least get like to here, but I was able to go beyond that. So I'm loving the way it's coming out. I love the colors that I chose for this one. So, so far in February, I have like 4189 stitches done. So, first week of January and already, February. Well, I keep saying January. Um, already over 4,000 stitches. So I'm excited about that. I did have something that I saw the other day. And of course, I can never remember where I see stuff at. But it's this, I don't know if it was Fat Quarter Shop's FlossTube or not, but it's on Etsy. And it's called Sugar Stitches Design. So this is their shop. And this is just one small part. This is their monthly sampler things. And I think they are just the cutest ever. So I don't know if I want to do more monthly things, but oh my goodness, I just love these. Look at them. They really are really, really cute. So, I don't know. You know, I've got the celebration, hands-on design year celebrations, and then I have the small little calendar pieces. I don't know. I've always been the type of person that likes like monthly theme type things, and so maybe that's why I'm drawn to them. I don't know. So, I haven't stitched any more on my temperature chart. I need to catch that up. But I did stitch some on my MLK sampler, and I'll insert a picture of that pattern here. And so I got what I needed to get done last week finished. So I started on the birds. I got this divider completely done. I don't know if I put any more on the border or not. I don't think I did. But I got a good start on one of the birds, a little start on the other one, and then did the start at the two, or finished the two little star blocks there. And this is a 28 count Murano that I got from Hobby Lobby in the color Ice. And I'm using my own choices of overdyed flosses. So, that's all I've got. I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's all I've got for today. So, I will see you guys on my next film. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back again with some FFOs. So, I spent some time this afternoon sewing up pillows from Love Notes and adding the trim. And so I want to go put these out. So I figured I'd just tack this on to today's video. So there's this little bitty one. And this is the trim that I dyed. I had this fat quarter in my stash and I just used it for the backs. And then the front on one of them. And this one. Some of these little, when you cut this, it sort of like does almost like dandelion seeds. And this one. And this one, which I had left It's supposed to have 5 rows, and I just left it smaller, and I just realized that it's, you know, it's not centered, but oh well. I just added some of that fabric to the side and the bottom of it and added the trim and calling it done. I'm also calling this pattern done. I had started this last little piece, and I decided that I'm not going to do it. I'm not really that crazy about chicken designs, and I'm really just ready to mark this off of my, check it off as an FFO. So, yeah, I'm going to go put these out now, and I will see you guys next time I record. Bye. Hey, everybody. Today is Friday, February 11th, and I'm here to update you what I've been stitching on. First of all, a little bit of a life update. I did follow up with the ENT yesterday on my CT results, and this sinus right here is like completely blocked, full of infection. So he is going to try me on Keflex, but for 21 days. If that doesn't work, then I will be looking at surgery. I do not want to have to do that at all. I mean, if I had chronic sinus issues, it might be different, but I don't. So think about having to do that. I just don't want to do that. And then, I'm still paying medical bills from last year. So I had been getting statements in from the local hospital and thinking that it was all related to the same visit, and I realized this morning that it wasn't. One of them was like for $3,200 worth of labs, so from the rheumatologist. So anyway, that's what's going on health-wise. Nathan's spending the night tonight. I had to bring him just now to his PE class. If you don't know, my grandchildren are homeschooled. My kids were homeschooled, and then Kim and Dwayne are homeschooling their boys. But Nathan did get recruited to play basketball for the local school here in Rogersville, Lauderdale County High School. And so he has to go for a PE class every day. So I dropped him off to go do that, and then I'm going to try to get this video done in while he's gone. So, and then I think Malachi said he wants to spend the night tomorrow night. So, I did get some fabric dyed for my next EMABC piece. EMABC Sal piece. It's the letter O is next, and it has an owl. Rachel Q Stitches, who is hosting the Sal, she was saying that she's using like a blue, and she said she was going to do one of the O's as a moon. So I'm planning on doing that. So, I mean, I'm happy with the way it came out. I started off with evening blue, and I felt like it was too light. And so I rinsed that out, and then added just a touch of black to it, and did an all over, I mean, I scrunched it up, and it was in a small mason jar, but it's, like all over pour. And once that was done, I took it out, rinsed it, and then put it back in that jar and just spooned some eggplant on top of it. So I really like the way it came out. So I plan to start that one today. I kind of picked my flosses last night. There's a bunch of different browns and stuff, so I'm not sure on all of them, but I got most of them picked out. So, and then today is the start of Whip Go weekend this month, and so I am going to work on my craft room piece. I had pulled it out. I was planning on working on it anyway, so that worked out good. I don't know if I'll get around to stitching on my other one that was called for this month, which was Winter Rose Manor. We'll see. But let's see. Let me grab my planner real quick so I can tell you what I stitched on the last couple of days. I started marking down when I filmed, so that helps. Okay, so I've been stitching on Egg Hunt from Satsuma Street. Not quite as far along as I wanted to get on this, but I'm done stitching on it for this month. It's just going to go away until a later date, but I'm loving the way it's looking. The colors are just so bright. So I wanted to have both. Hang on, let me get it folded. I wanted to have both the birds, and like this side, I wanted to have this side done also. That was my goal for the week, but I didn't get to it. So I've kind of been starting to stitch later in the evenings. I don't know exactly why, but I've just been starting a little bit later than normal. Of course, I've been staying up late stitching, so it seems like it wouldn't matter. So that's going to go away, so put that bag away. And then I've also been stitching on the free stitch along from Doreen Jones, the Flowers and Bees. I got done with the part that was released last Friday. Of course, she did release a new piece today, so you know, I'm like caught up for like 12 hours really. So this is the part that was released last Friday. I think it's so cute with that big giant bee. And then this is the whole design so far. I don't know where the next piece is going to go, but it's a little smaller than the other ones have been, but they still take a long time to stitch. So it's not like it's, I don't know, it seems like it would be real fast, but it's not. Okay, so I did do a little bit more on the Valentine house from Waxing Moon Design. This is my my daily, you know, put one length of floss in at least. I don't get to work on this every day. I wish that I was able to, but usually when I do work on it, I put more than one length. So I started filling in. I got done. I think I hadn't finished this window over here, and then yeah, I had the gray parts of the windows to do, and then started filling in on the house. So I'm excited about that. Love it. And let's see. I don't think I've shown that on this video. So that is a 28 count, 28 count Witchelt linen in the color China Pearl. And I'm using Autumn.Stitch's color conversion. She's over on Instagram. And she was kind enough to give me her color conversion. So I am working on all three of them, but this one is my focus for this month. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I did do a little bit more on my temperature chart. And I will insert a picture of that here. So this is a pattern from Apricot Polka Dot over on Etsy. And I'm doing mine on 14 count chalkboard black Ada using her called for DMCs with 2 strands. So I love the way it's looking. I think I got caught up to maybe the 4th of February is where I stopped. So I'm out of January, which is good. But I still have a good bit to do in February yet. So hopefully I'll get some good stitching time this weekend. So that's all that I've stitched on since I filmed last. Yep, that's it. So today I'm going to work on EM, ABC, and Craft Room. And that's all that I have to stitch on today. So that should be able to get a good bit done on each one of those. So, what have I been watching? I've been watching season 8 of When Calls the Heart, sort of in preparation for season 9, which starts, I think, either sometime this month or next month it starts. So I'm liking going back and watching it. Now that I know who Elizabeth chose at the end of the season, it's kind of cool to go back and watch it and see that, yeah, she really did choose the right one, I think. So, other than that, I've been watching Silent Witness. I haven't caught up with the most recent All Creatures Great and Small. That's on Masterpiece right now. I love that show. I love it, love it, love it. But I haven't caught up with the one that played this past weekend. So I don't know if I'll film tomorrow or not. I think I probably will, so you can see what I get done on Craft Room. So I'll just close out for today, and then I'll see you guys on the next clip. Hello, everyone. It is just afternoon here on Monday, February 14th. And I'm here to do an update and close out this video. So, happy Valentine's Day, guys. Do you have any plans? Any romantic goings on? We don't have any plans. My husband's actually going to get a root canal done today, so yeah. It'll probably be a pretty quiet evening. So I didn't film over the weekend. The boys ended up, both of them, staying over for both nights. I wasn't, I knew Nathan was coming on Friday, and I thought Malachi had said he was going to come and spend the night on Saturday. And he ended up coming on Friday, which was fine. I don't mind having them both here if, they're able to get along, and they usually are. If they can't, we just sort of separate them. But, yeah, they both came over to spend the night on Friday, and then they decided they wanted to stay another night so that they could watch the Super Bowl yesterday. Our team that we were pulling for did not win, unfortunately. Still happy for the Rams. I'm not like die-hard Bengals fan or anything. I used to be back in the 80s, but, of course we were pulling for them because of Joe Burrow, who was at LSU. So, yeah, so, it was not a busy weekend. It just was, distracted, or, I did a lot of stitching, but I didn't feel like I could come in and do a video with them here. So that is why I'm closing this out today instead of over the weekend. Okay, so let me do a couple of little Cross Stitch World news things. Doreen Jones did release the next part of her Flowers and Bees stitch along. And so, it looks like it probably, is not that many stitches, but like I said, it can get to be a little much, but really I don't think so. I don't know, maybe 250 stitches or something, maybe. Stitches really do add up fast. I'll count my stitches and I'll go, gosh, that's a lot of stitches for this little bitty area that I stitched. But anyway, she is doing that stitch along free on her Facebook page, in case you missed that when I talked about it earlier. So you just go to her album and you can download the patterns. What I do with mine is I have to keep all of my patterns on my tablet, and that's how I stitch from them, from my GoodNotes app, unless it's something that I can get in Pattern Keeper, and then I'll do that in there. So what I'll do is I'll go to Facebook and I'll copy the photo and then paste it into my document that has that pattern over in GoodNotes. So we've got that. I don't know how I missed this, honestly. Jan Hicks did this during her holiday gift extravaganza this past December. And she's got this little freebie up on her website. I just saw that she mentioned it the other day. A lot of people stitching it. I think it's so pretty. That's something I definitely would want to stitch. So her site is madforyarn.com, and that's on her free patterns page. So also I wanted to let you guys know that Tiny Modernist has released in her Etsy shop her calendars that I stitched last year. I call them calendars. She calls it folk calendar. So she's got it available all in one pattern, and it is on sale right now. The sale lasts for only 10 more hours, but still at $6, that's not a bad price for that pattern. So you get all 12 of them. I did get a coupon yesterday from Vintage Tulip Designs, and went ahead and picked up a couple of her charts that I've been looking at. So let's see, let me get them pulled up individually so I can show you what I got. So I got her Jane Austen Sense and Sensibility pattern, which I just saw the other day and thought it was absolutely gorgeous with those purple irises. And I love Jane Austen, so. And then she's also just released this one called Give Love, and I thought it was just pretty too. So she sent me a 10% off coupon, so I went ahead and just picked those up. Beautiful. She has some really pretty stuff. Okay, so that's all newsy-wise. So what did I stitch on? I did get my Whip Go goal met for my craft room piece. So my goal was to get all of the buttons done, all of the spools done, and the fabric patches, which I had already gotten those done with Magazine Monthly Challenge Group, the Bringo. I had gotten those done since I was stitching on them at the moment when I pulled it out. So I actually got a little bit, like when I, had threads left over, I would just go and finish the thread in another part of the chart. So I actually got a little bit more done on the tomato pincushion. But, yeah, I got all of the buttons, spools, and fabric patches done. So I've got to get that tomato pincushion done. There's wording down at the bottom. A gingham little row sort of like this at the bottom. And then some back stitching. So I'm definitely planning to have a finish on this piece this year. Hopefully the first part of the year. So I stitched on that, and then I stitched some on my MLK sampler. That is from Stone Street Stitchworks, and it's an electronic pattern, so I'll include a picture here. and show you what I got done. So I finished the two birds. I brought the border down a little bit more on this side, and then I started on the the flowers that the birds are sitting on. So cute. And I don't remember if I've shown this already in this video, but let me see, I can tell. I probably did, yeah, I did. So I've already shown you what the cloth was and everything. And then I finished my letter O for the EMABC SAL. This is Erica Michaels' sampler book. It's a free pattern over on Rainbow Gallery. And I got it done. So this was just supposed to be an O outline, but I did go ahead and do it as a moon. And the stitch this time, this block, was the Oblong rice stitch. And so that's right here on the owl's chest. I actually, I think it looks really cool. I did make a mistake. Like the bottom color is supposed to be 2 strands, but then the upper one where you go and make just like little, you basically have like an elongated X, and then you go with a second color and cover the ends of the legs, and that's supposed to be done with only 1 strand. So it got a little thick in there because I did 2, and I didn't realize until I was like down here that, oh, you're doing it with 1 more strand than you're supposed to. So I kept this one a little simple as far as colors go. I don't know why, it just said autumn to me, so I kind of did some, like this is autumn leaves right here. This is, I don't remember what this color is. But it's sort of like a golden brown. This is Queen Bee. This is some Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, some Izmir Purple. And I absolutely love the way this fabric came out. I would definitely want to do a bigger piece to do some stitching on. And I think it would be really pretty to maybe do something that's just all in white. Like maybe that Jan Hicks, This Is Home Quaker piece. That would be pretty with just white on it. So I got that done. And let's see. And then yesterday, while we were watching the Super Bowl, I got a good bit done on Valentine House, which is from Waxing Moon. So I actually got the house done. So, and that's with frogging. I had to frog. I didn't leave a row for the bottom of the window. I miscounted, and so I had to go in and kind of frog some stuff and then continue on. And then I started working on the grass and was almost finished, and I just got to the point where it's like I couldn't put 1 more stitch in. Do you ever get like that? It's like, okay, you're so close to being done with the grass, but it's like, really, I just can't do 1 more stitch. So good progress made on that. I'm excited about that. And this is my piece that I'm trying to put at least 1 length of floss in every day. Usually I can't do it every day. I just run out of time. So even though I should be able to find, 5 minutes to do, 5 or 10 minutes to do that. So my plans for this week, I'm going to work on Elizabeth Weston. I'm going to pull her out today and start working on her. I need to do part 4 of the Flowers and Bees from Doreen Jones. And then I want to start working on completing my folksy bird alphabet pieces that I'm spelling spring with. And so I will pull that out toward the end of the week. I've got about 11 rows or so, actually 9 to 10 rows to do on the MLK sampler. And then I will pull out Jessie Watson on Saturday and spend a couple of days working on her. That's my plans for this week. I've allotted Elizabeth 5 days. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can actually get last month's page caught up and then do this month's page as well. So guys, that's it. That's all I have for you. I was hoping I would get my chart in from Craft Gallery to show you guys, but I didn't get that in yet. But when it comes in, I will definitely show it to y'all. I hope you have a good week ahead. I will start filming vlogs again tomorrow, and I'll see you when that one closes out. Thanks, guys. I love you. Bye.